Every day, hundreds of thousands of girls live their lives at Catholic schools. 12 or more years of education, more than 180 days per year, an average of 8 hours a day. These young women are given the advantage of growing up in an environment characterized by compassion and love, where service to others is as important a lesson as mathematics and science.
And that's the vision that we carry into this day, is that if they can become women who are confident and caring, women of character with deep spiritual resources, as well as a well-rounded education, they will make a difference in the world.
The world needs these well-educated, strong, and spiritually committed individuals. In 1727, the Order of the Sisters of St. Ursula founded Ursuline Academy in New Orleans, Louisiana. This institution has paved the way for thousands of schools and generations of women across America. For the sake of all Ursuline alumnae and everyone whose lives they touch, it is so important to keep the Ursuline tradition alive.
It's really interesting that the Ursuline sisters began an educational mission because they believed, as their foundress believed, that the education of women would lead to a more civilized society.
A sense of family is overwhelming in the halls of Ursuline Academy. A large number of students are legacies, girls whose mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters, and cousins have attended the school, and who have shared their love for its intrinsic traditions with this 11th generation of Ursuline students.
I'm a third-generation student here at Ursuline. My mom and my sisters had all told me how great it was.
My grandmother tells me all these stories about when she went to school here.
My aunt was actually graduated from Ursuline.
My mom was an alum.
A sense of family has distinguished the school in more ways than one. In addition to the graduates who have lived their young lives in these buildings, the students feel like family to each other and to the faculty and staff.
Every time I come here, it's like my second home.
You're not one of a million, you're one in a million, and that's what makes this school so special.
This sense of family provides each student and alumna with a feeling of membership, of belonging, of being an important part of the Ursuline tradition. This tradition bestows a sense of unity and stability that remains with an Ursuline graduate for life.
As an alumna and as a returning member of the faculty, the motto Serviam, I will serve, was instilled in us as children from a very young age. And as a returning member of the faculty, it is my pride and privilege to come back and serve students here at Ursuline Academy.
What you feel when you walk the halls of Ursuline is that women are educated to give back. And we keep coming back to the school because we know that it serves women beyond us for many more years to come.
It remains the vision of the Ursuline nuns to ensure education is available to those who seek it. Ursuline Academy is able to provide this opportunity through financial assistance and scholarships. These efforts have contributed greatly to a diverse student body.
The world today is so much more diverse than it was in the past, and preparing these graduates to be able to deal with the creativity that comes from diversity, the opportunities that come from diversity, and the world really beyond the four walls of a grammar school or middle school or high school education is really what Ursuline does well.
The importance of New Orleans is immeasurable. The rich traditions that thrive in this city, which is so full of character, are unique from any other place in the world. Ursuline lives in the heart of New Orleans.
I wasn't here for 3 weeks when I really fell in love with the place. From the nuns to the activity, the surroundings, the academic challenges. It was very interesting and intellectually challenging, but at the same time very rewarding.
The campus was threatened by the hurricane season of 2005. But has since been rebuilt, and the surrounding areas are flourishing.
Where we are today is at a critical juncture in the rebirth of New Orleans post-Katrina. We're at a juncture where we need to ensure the education of its future generations. So this is the time is now to make sure that future generations will have the kind of educational opportunities that we want for them to ensure the security of our fair city. The school has survived over 280 years. It survived not on its own, but it survived with the help of people like you. It survived with commitment, with thoughts, with deeds, with prayers, with hard work. And that's what we need now.
Ursuline Academy's buildings are historic, and its grounds provide a beautiful oasis in the midst of an urban environment.
So that is truly important to us, as is building up an endowment so that we can maintain our buildings, our historic buildings.
The continued success of Ursuline Academy is the prayer of thousands of students who have walked these halls. It is the prayer of communities that have been touched by the leaders developed at Ursuline Academy. It is the prayer of families who have entrusted their daughters to Ursuline's care. Every school must be a place where students learn and develop in order to live successfully in their cultures. Ursuline Academy has plans to build an early childhood learning center. This facility will provide a unique, state-of-the-art environment for their youngest students to learn, explore, create, and discover.
It is so important to us to be able to take our girls when they're very young and begin to mold their characters and help them discover their gifts.
This campaign, the Keeping the Legacy Alive campaign, is about rebuilding since Katrina and building endowment, two very important things that aren't part of yearly operating budget or part of our typical annual appeals, as well as the Early Childhood Learning Center, which we are re-envisioning, and to give them those values early on, and also to help us with our future enrollment.
An endowment is also needed to maintain the campus's historic buildings for future generations and to preserve a part of New Orleans' past. These opportunities can come to life only through the support of concerned and caring donors. By becoming a partner in the Academy's success, you will share a commitment not only to preserve the integrity of our culturally diverse environment, but also to cultivate it. To nurture the future of Ursuline Academy is to nurture the future of our students' success. The time to give is now. In order for the Early Childhood Learning Center and Endowment to have maximum impact, we need your pledge of support. Please contribute.